Hey everybody, it's Qqcknd and welcome back to 5 Fact Friday. We are just hanging out tonight, kind of comfy cozy. Hopefully this video is light enough. I just got back from the gym. This is how I look for this video and every day. And this is how I'm gonna look, so let's get started. 5 Fact Friday this week. We set the date for the Qcknd Meetup. I saw a lot of you guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, the meetup date is the 24th of April. That is the third Sunday of April. Let me get this right, because the first time I posted it, I got it wrong. Okay, my camera died. Alright, so it is the last week of April. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I have a Qcknd meetup information video. I guess now it's dated because it doesn't have the date, which is pretty important to us. So the date is the 24th. That is going to be in Philadelphia if you are not local to Philly. It's pretty central to Philadelphia. I live pretty close to the downtown area. I saw some people saying that they were going to car share, they were going to megabus. So if you take megabus into the city, you are golden. If that's how you're traveling in, definitely feel free to communicate with some people. I saw a lot of people saying like, hey, anyone from my town driving in. I think that's really cool. I have no idea. I was gonna say threshold. Is that the right word? I have no threshold. I have no understanding of how many people are gonna come. I did get in contact with the vegan wholesale company that sells the vegan donuts at the coffee shop I go to all the time. Hopefully I can get some donuts. I have a little bit of a budget to play with for the meetup. Unfortunately, I understand that some of you guys just cannot be there. School, geography, location on Earth. So I will be giving out these prints for free to the people who come. I think I have a couple extra of my old Qcknd prints too. Maybe I'll bring those for like $1 or something to put towards the donut. I had a question on my Instagram, like, how can I get the print if I'm not going to be at the meetup? If you support me on Patreon, you're the shit. You know, you make this meetup happen, you make this channel happen. Everyone on my Patreon who is in a significant tier will get one of the prints too. If you are in the dollar tier, if you don't know what I'm talking about, on my Patreon you can donate however much money you want. If you are in the dollar tier, you will be entered for a giveaway for the print, and then 5 and up will receive the print. Just because I don't think the dollar tier you have to share your address, so I have to ask you what it is. Oh, it's raining. This isn't self-promotion. It's just a way to thank you if you support me on Patreon, and if you are coming to the meetup, I would love to give you something in return. You know, one of my coworkers was like, why are you having this meetup? And I just want to thank everybody who follows my channel, thank everybody in person, get to meet you guys, like the personal stories I get sent, you know, they uplift me and it makes everything worth it. And I just want to say thank you to you guys. Let you guys talk to me, meet me. Like, I'm a regular person. I'm 5'4", kind of stocky. But, is stocky the right word? I'm trying to say big butt. John will be there. Take that or leave it. Just in case things get rowdy with the donuts. They're gonna have to be first come, first serve. I don't know how many to get. And they're gonna be vegan. Should I also get like a box of Qcknd donuts? Just in case. A little cheapy something if we run out of the Dottie's donuts. All of that is meetup information. On my Instagram post, I said we'll be there from 1 to 4. That is just kind of giving me time in the morning, you know, to get John ready, pick up the donuts, get to the place. We're gonna be parking the Bronco there, and then you have to like walk into the place. The piazza is like, I explained this in my Qcknd meetup video. I'll leave the link down below because I show pictures of it. It's kind of just like this big apartment complex but it's shaped like a circle, and in the middle they used to hold events. But I was talking to Josie, and she said they used to hold events there, but there was no security. And because of that, like, so many people would pack into this area, but since there was no security, people, like kids and stuff, would wander into the neighborhoods. They would break windshields and throw beer and litter. I think it used to be called the Mad Decent Block Party. That's what it was called, because when I worked on South Street, that weekend we were always super busy, and like people would come in from the suburbs into Philadelphia and like trash that area. And the neighborhood was like either higher security or no more block party, and they don't have it anymore. So that area is like kind of a relic of what used to be over there. They don't have it anymore. When I looked up the event calendar for that month, the only thing the event calendar even said was March Madness. And I was like, okay, I don't know about that, so it can't be in March. The meetup will be at the Piazza. Check out my Instagram if you don't have an Instagram. I have a link down below where you can view my Instagram online. The Piazza is geotagged, so you can click that and the Google images will come up and you can understand where it is on Earth. So the prints will be there. The girl who did the prints, I'm so excited. I feel like a true adult, like commissioning art. But so she entered the Qckcknd contest back, when was that, like November? Oh my god, you guys. So you know, I commissioned her to make this piece because I want it to be from you guys, like everyone who entered the contest. Like, you really mean the most to me, and I wanted to give back to you guys. I actually want to start like an artist series for people who follow me on Patreon and like create limited prints and work with artists, and you know, use some of that like Patreon money and share it with other people so we can create like Qqcknd inspired things and then give them to people. I don't know, I just wake up and I have ideas all day, but I'm so tired that it's hard to execute them. I should see a doctor. Anyway, 10 minutes in, and that is my whole spiel on that. There's a lot of cool things to look forward to on the channel this month. If you were on my Instagram yesterday, if you followed me on Instagram, I posted this kind of like little cryptic thing, and people are like, what is that? So this is actually my bus ticket to New York City. I get my back tattoo started on Monday, the 4th. Been saving up for a really long time. I feel like half of this tattoo is gonna be paid for in ones. I should fix that. So I've been saving up for a long time for my back piece, and it is finally here. What is a back piece? It is a really large tattoo on your back. I know a lot of my tattoos are like little bits and pieces, little trinkets, little here and there. This is gonna be pretty big, and it's going to be, I would call it like a heart shape, but it's gonna be of things on my back just because I have the shark. That's my bra. Just because I have the shark tattoo on this side, it takes up a little bit of space because it does go far on my back. You guys know the story. Anyway, so I'm going to try to get as much footage of that. I don't know how much energy it's going to take out of me. You guys have been being really supportive and sending me good vibes, so hopefully I can ride out the month. I am going to be hitting lookbooks super hard, just forever from now on. Really getting my closet together and just going outside and making them. I love Philadelphia. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted this picture of a concrete pile, and I know you guys might think I'm crazy, but I saw this pile of concrete in my neighborhood, and in Philadelphia, like, it's not a perfect city. There's a lot of trash, a ton of litter. Like, littering is still a huge problem in Philly. I see, like, young kids do it, teenagers do it, adults do it, like, every single person does it, and, there's just like a huge problem, and people who are like shady auto spots or like shady construction dudes, like they'll dump piles of tires, pile of brick, pile of concrete, and there's a lot of that in my neighborhood. And honestly, I really want to make something out of this. And I'm not like gonna take pictures of myself in front of trash and be like, Philly, like, it might kind of be that way, I don't know, but I really just want to showcase Philadelphia and showcase fashion and showcase style. And I'm not saying like I'm totally fashionable or anything like that, but I'm really excited. And my friend Jeffrey is going to be working with me, and his friend is going to be filming it. His friend works with Suplex in Philadelphia. They're kind of like a streetwear kind of place, because you guys know I have some sort of a relationship and history with streetwear. So that's what's coming up. That should be really exciting. I have like some clothes I'm gonna get online. Some brands reaching out to me about sending me some clothes, and I'm like, hey, okay, like, you guys are really helping the channel grow, and I think, you know, brands are recognizing that. Mikey, my girl from Glam and Gore, she posted a video recently that was like, you know, she said something like, sponsors help creators have their channel, and I think that's really true. I'm not gonna be like super sponsor heavy. I'll always let you guys know what products are sponsored, but I'm excited to maybe integrate some sponsors into the channel. And, you know, at first, like Mikey said, like, sponsors at first are free, and then after a while they'll give you money and whatever. But you guys know all the money always goes back to the channel. So I try to make that really prevalent. I got some comments that are like, yeah, you know, the channel is upgrading. I can tell that you are learning your software better and the upgrades are good, and that makes it worth it for me because I try to make those upgrades to benefit you guys. It's not me selling out. It's just me understanding different techniques with editing and lighting and everything like that and trying to benefit you guys. So that watching my channel is pleasurable to you. I got 2 questions that I'm going to end this episode with, and I feel like they're kind of related. And one was, why did you start your YouTube channel? And do you feel like it's weird meeting people online? And I would love to explore both of these things. Meeting people online, I have to tell you, I don't think it's weird at all. There's no barriers. I think I'm kind of good at it because I've been doing it for a while. And I don't really have an issue with it. When I was in high school, when I was in middle school, like whenever we got a house computer, I think I was in middle school, we got a house computer. And right away, I feel like I was computer literate. Like, it just made a lot of sense. And being online just like clicked. And I had a live journal, and I had a Zanga. And I met my first internet like friend. Her name was Cassie. She lived in California. I follow her to this day, and I always thought it was really cool. I met her on MySpace. I always felt like I had an ally in this open world. We never met in real life, but I still keep track of her, and every once in a while you'll see her comment on my Instagram, and it's great. I went to this kid's like high school play that I met, I think, through LiveJournal. He posted it, and like, I was like, Mom, can you drive me to New Hope? And she was like, why? And I lied. I was like, oh, all my friends will be there. But really, it was this kid online, and I was like, I'll go. I don't care. And that kind of started that relationship for me. My ex I met online, and that kind of thing was like, I think this is pretty common. You see someone in real life, and then you kind of find them on the internet and then dive right in. That was kind of like that. I like doing that. It's just more comfortable for me. As I get older and lose some of the walls, more than I create more walls in my life, I think I can be more approachable to people, but not really. I meet a ton of people online. You know, and sometimes I meet them for the very first time when I go to see them, and sometimes it's bad and sometimes it's good. And maybe I should just make a whole video about how to meet people online and build friendships, because you guys reach out to me and it's great. And when you guys comment, I recognize your comments, and when you Snapchat me really regularly, I recognize you and I try to reply, and I think it's like a really genuine and honest thing, and I don't think it's weird at all. I don't think it's weird when people message me, and I don't think it's weird to start a relationship that way with anybody. I met John on Instagram, and we have been hitting it off pretty well. And when I moved back to Philly a couple years ago, I met my roommate on Craigslist, moved into there, and all the people I met all stemmed from the internet. If it was through Tumblr, if it was through Instagram, if it was from something I saw online and then I went there in real life, like a First Friday kind of event. So the internet is my whole world. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not on the internet, because I am all the time. And I'm super thankful for it. I would just be dead without it. Just have to make friends the old-fashioned way. I was talking to my mom, she's not that much older than me, but she really did miss the whole internet thing. And she said and she grew up like a couple blocks from here, so I try to imagine it all the time. I'm like looking out the window like, there's my mom. She said that everyone had a place to hang out, and you hung out there and you waited for your friends to come. And I'm like, Mom, no. My friends, even me, especially me, I'm flaky and things come up, I get tired, I can't get out of bed for 5 days, I can't meet you at the corner. I'm having an episode. So, that just sounds completely old-fashioned to me and archaic, oh, you all met at the corner. No, Mom. No, you didn't. Oh, you all hung out on the step? I have things to do. I had to go. So I think that that's insane, but I guess, that's why arcades were cool. Is that where I would be? Where did the nerds go? But, then, my mom will be like, and my boyfriend had a motorcycle. So, who knows? I would say she was a cool kid, on the cool kid bracket, so I don't know what people like me, my mom and I are nothing alike, so I probably hung out at the library and looked at archives on screens and met people in the classifieds. So the final question is, why did you start YouTube? And I actually have an entire video about this, but as some of you new followers, raise your hand and say hi. Definitely introduce yourself on my Instagram, because I woke up last night and had 100 new followers. But some of them are Instagrams that have one post, and they're like, basketball is my life, and it's not even a picture of a basketball. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Why did I start YouTube? I have a whole video where I talk about what Qqcknd means and where the word Qqcknd came from and how it helped describe me and kind of shape my identity and how important that is to social media. I have a whole video about that, but it's long. So let me give you some 5-minute, but I'll leave that link if you want to, I don't know, curl up in the shower and watch it. I watch a lot of videos in the shower because my phone case is flat like that, so it'll just stay. And we have a Roman shower, which is cool, but so it has walls, but they don't go to the ceiling, they just come right up, and I put the phone right there and I watch it. And I have 45 minutes to spare. I'll link that video. Why did I start YouTube? So my original story, swear to God, a couple years ago when I got my scarification, my body modification artist told me to keep track of it as it healed every day. And I did that. And, I shot it with my iPod Touch, 4th generation. It was the first one with a front-facing camera. I shot it with an iPod Touch, and that's where a lot of my first videos were shot, and they were not edited. And I had, Seisha playing in the background really loud. It's hard to even hear me, and I'm filming in front of my big front window. And I just did that because my body modification artist asked me to, and I was like, I am indebted to you. So I did that, and then I never logged in ever again. I didn't watch the comments, I didn't watch the subscriptions, I don't even think the videos had titles. If they did, they were probably just like ... so I could post it. So after like a year or so, I came back to my YouTube because I started to get into watching other YouTubers. I think it really started when I started to wear makeup, honestly, and I wanted to see how other people wore makeup too. I would search products and then started seeing that I was logged in and I had a following. So I was like really into that concept, like, oh, I have a following, that's so cool. Still never made any more videos. I was just like, okay, I have this. So last year, I started to remake some more videos. I think I just started with an introduction video. John used to do a ton of skateboarding videos and he had video equipment. And I was like, oh, that would be so cool. Like, I would love to make YouTube videos again. But I don't know what my angle would be because I don't have the red hair anymore. I don't have piercings anymore. Like, I thought that's what people wanted to see because they wanted to see the scarification. Now what do they want to see? So I was always hesitant about that. And I was like, I'm just gonna take me and like what I talk about on Tumblr and everything like that, and I just want to animate it and vocalize it and turn it into a video. So John lent me all his equipment and it was shit. Like, it was obviously from like the early 2000s. The audio was shit. It wasn't HD. It wasn't widescreen format. My first video sucks. So dusted off the old iPod Touch and I started making a couple more videos that way. Every time I make a little bit of money on YouTube, I put more upgrades into my channel, started editing with Adobe Premiere, got this camera, got this ring light. What's next? I actually have my eyes on a couple new cameras. Not that I would buy a couple, just like one more in case this one explodes. And honestly, I just made a YouTube because communicating on the internet is something I've always felt really comfortable doing. It's something I've always known. And sometimes I just feel like I can't really relate to a ton of people. And there are a couple new people I've been following on YouTube who I subscribe to and I'm really into. But I feel like there wasn't really a representation for people like me. And I'm not saying that they're like people like me. But, I don't know. Because people have tattoos, and people vlog about tattoos, and people blog about things, and other people have 5 Back Fridays, and whatever. But, I just feel like... I found something that worked for me, and I went for it. And if my first couple videos are weird, I do a bathroom tour, because I'm like, is that right? And I do, like, a purse collection. And after those videos like weren't really working for me, I just started talking to the camera. And that's when people were like, hey, I get it. So that's what helped me understand YouTube and helped me understand you guys and what my target audience is. Because that's what YouTube will tell you. They'll say, create a community, connect with your viewers. And you can be a really, really talented makeup artist. You can be a really talented personal trainer, Fitspo person. But your heart has to be there and it has to connect with people. And somebody messaged me last night, this like YouTuber who like bashes celebrities and bashes vegans and things like that. And you know, they had a ton of followers, a ton of views, like they could buy all the cameras and donuts for their meetup. And they were like, why? And my only explanation is, if there are people who want to watch my content who have heavy hearts and they're like me, or they're vegan, or they're curious, or they're tattooed, or they're growing up, because I'm still growing up. There's also an audience for people who are aggressive and angry and they want to talk shit and they want to see gossip and you know, they thrive off that atmosphere. So if you're starting a YouTube channel, there's an audience out there for you, and I'm thankful that there's an audience out there for me. You know, we're gonna hit 50,000 subscribers sometime this week, and I just can't believe it, and I'm really excited. And you guys might think I don't have enough time for this channel, but I'm just hoping that everything is gonna fall into place and I can dedicate more time to this every day, because this is what makes me happy and fulfilled. And before I start crying, I'll leave it at that. I love you guys. Tattoo Talk Tuesday was all about my cover-up and laser removal. You can check that out if you wanna. My Patreon link, I just have to keep remembering to include it. Give this video a thumbs up. No pressure to follow me on Patreon. You know, the $1 tier gets entered in a giveaway, and it always goes back to the channel. I love you guys, and until next week, stay tuned. Always submit your questions. You can leave them in the comments below. Any questions about the meetup, please be vocal. I want you all to be there if you can be. And if one of you guys could tell me how many people are gonna be there. I love you guys. And until next week, bye. Hey everybody, it's Qqcknd, and welcome back to